I feel like God was just like, as long as you're open to whatever I'm calling you to do, I will let you know exactly what that looks like. We know there's more. There's more fields to put shovels in. There's more buildings to buy. There's more people that need to be reached in our city. You look back and you see all the things that have happened, all the salvations, probably innumerable salvations in this building at this point.
Yeah.
There's just a huge impact there. Money doesn't matter.
So I've been following Pastor Brandon and Emma in their leadership for probably about 10 years with the embassy, shutting that down, going into Slate. And I remember that first Heart for the House that we did was in the lead up to Slate. And that was kind of the first time with them that I've been thinking of like, what is me investing, what is me sacrificing into the launch of this thing looked like? And so when kind of the opportunity to shut down the embassy and launch Slate came up, it was important for me to really pray into what that meant for me and what does the investment look like for me? What does the sacrifice look like for me? We see all throughout Scripture, like church is an intergenerational thing. It is with families. And while it was an incredible thing what God was doing through the student ministry, we knew that God was calling us to something deeper. I really felt that God was calling me to kind of give everything that was in this one mutual fund investment that had been really set aside for, it would be a great down payment on a house. While it could have been a large chunk of money, it would be a large chunk of money for a lot of people at the time. It's like, I really felt called, like that was what I was being called to give at that time into the launch of what would become Slate Church and now is Base Church. Built within me was this desire and this knowing that God is calling us to really invest with our finances into his kingdom and into his church. God has provided everything that we have, so we want to give back to him, but he's also provided it to us for a reason. So really praying into that, okay, God, you have us. What does that mean? And just leaning into kind of whatever he answers, knowing that he's caring for us, he's watching over us, he's giving us what we need. God cares so much more for us than he does the sparrows and the lilies of the field. And so I think just leaning into that while also using wisdom. I've seen God be faithful through the generations and really understand that I am only where I am really because God has been faithful through my grandparents, parents, and beyond. But I think that is what kind of rooted me in, this is just a thing that we do. We are generous. And when there's these opportunities to give over and above, it's really important that we take a hard look at things and really pray into what God would have us give. It can be a scary thing, and it has been for me in the past, like, okay, is this what you're asking us to do? Because, of course, there's a million things we could spend that money on, too. Could update the house. We're building a house right now and could invest it in that. But investing it, a significant portion in God's kingdom, is also super important to us as a family. I think the most important thing is pray. Being confident and stepping into all that God has for us is more important than just like, oh, this is a cool number to give and let's just give it. But what are you actually being called to? And really just seeking God and asking him what he would have you give.